If our reality is deterministic, then I have questions. What is behind the causality of day-to-day events? And, if reality is a cascade of causality, do we call the initial cause God? And, does God have free will? Can God change all past and present events to answer our prayers? A neurologist once told me I had no free will. Think of all those events you had no control over. When you were born, where you were born, what language you speak, or how much money or education your parents had. There are so many factors you had, and have, no control of, that dictate what you will do next, and who you are. Maybe one day, a storm ruins a picnic, or a random automobile crosses your path and changes all your plans for that week. Then, you have your own mind telling you what to do next. Did you know that you become conscious of what you will do only after your mind has made the choice? Then there are also the multitude of hormones and desires that you have no control over. You are like a cannonball shot out of a cannon that awakes just after being fired into the air and then points and says, "I am going to go there and I will be there soon." You simply are not in control. Free will is an illusion, and a darn good trick if you ask me. Who would play such a trick on us? Why, God, of course. And why? To prove himself real. You may think that living day to day knowing you have no free will would be strange, but it is not. It is actually very comforting. Once you accept that there is no free will, you will realize that free will is an illusion, and will have no choice but to believe in God. Notice that the structure of a deterministic universe is a very, very large mathematical equation that is in the business of crunching out the next moment, moment by moment. A structure so vast that it is as unknowable as the Christian Platonic unknowable God. By definition, the physical nature behind God and the universe is infinite or eternal, and therefore is unknowable. Talking about God is just like talking about some aspects of the universe, is a conversation about metaphysics. Is not God also a metaphysical concept? The universe is, in fact, metaphysical to us, and must be God by definition, as it is the Alpha and Omega. Visualize a block universe, and you can see your life as both eternal and finite. You will see yourself as one with the universe, or one with God. You will begin to envision aspects of the mind of God, and since your world is now visualized in deterministic terms, you can try to make predictions as to what will happen next, although you know that is impossible. If your predictions are correct, you can say God helped you to see the future. You can pray to the universe, or call it God if you like. Petition to the Almighty that it may change the entire space-time continuum just for you, or you can humble yourself and accept God's will and grace. You can enjoy the illusion of free will God gave you, and then point to the highest goals imaginable and say you are going there, and begin your journey, your task always in the name of God, and by God's grace, it will be so. All still knowing that no act you can take can be taken without God's grace.